ANC and IFP supporters clashed at a service delivery event in Escort in the KZN Midlands on Saturday. In fact, videos circulating on social media show members wearing regalia of both parties seen throwing chairs and punches at each other and also storming the stage. Let's get you some analysis of what unfolded there and speak to political analyst Sandile Swana. Joins us via our video link this morning. Sandile, chairs were thrown, punches were thrown, but some of the images on social media even saw one man in a fighting group pulling a gun. It could have been much, much worse.
Yes, Michelle, good morning to your viewers as well. I think we must bear in mind that this is a crisis that has been getting worse, at least since 2021, when the Uthugela District Municipality, which is supposed to provide water there, started not being able to provide water. By December last year, the festive season was spent largely without water in that area. So these interventions, some of them coming from the provincial government to try and provide water tanks, this, that, and other, are part of a long-term crisis. But this crisis now is combined with the fact that the IFP and the DA on the one hand are also trying to gain the political upper hand in those areas, and the ANC is trying to retain power. So that is the nature of the struggle that is going on within Uthugela District Municipality and also in Escort specifically.
I understand it's also related to the municipality firing 3 ward councillors that it accused of taking bribes from the ANC, apparently to unseat its mayor, Mduduzi Mieza. So there are a lot of factors playing into how things boiled over on Saturday.
Yes, that part of it is definitely part of the political struggles that I have been talking about, with whether you're coming from the IFP side or coming from the ANC side. There is a gloves-off battle for power in municipalities in KZN generally, also ahead of the 2024 election.
Yeah, and I mean, let's talk about the 2024 election. What are the rules of engagement? Because, you know, that was what the IFP was saying, that the ANC and its leadership was using this event, which should have been about addressing service delivery challenges, effectively to campaign for next year.
Yes. What you are seeing, even in other provinces, including Gauteng, where the ANC is in a weakened position, they use other spheres of government, provincial and national, and other normal service delivery events to promote their 2024 campaign. Those issues are going to actually create conflict where the ANC is also unable to readily distinguish between ANC activities and the normal activities of the state. And in KZN, unfortunately, it's a province where people are very quick to resort to guns and violence. And by the way, Escort is not the only place where this type of disruptions are taking place. Even in eThekwini, it's already happening. Ladysmith, it's happening.
It's very interesting to see the spin around the coverage of what happened over the weekend. One headline this morning, or one headline yesterday, saying that the KZN Cocta MEC condemns the hooligan behavior of people wearing IFP regalia. And then on the flip side of that, IFP members saying that the ANC was using the event, as I said, to campaign, and also making use of essentially government resources for a party mandate.
Yes, I think, it has been said many times over that the funding of these political parties, more especially the ANC as the ruling party, it doesn't have an independent business class that actually supports it. The business class that supports the ANC are entrepreneurs who actually extract funds from the very state, and at times they just directly use the state resources to promote their campaigns. Unfortunately, this is happening, as I said earlier, in a wrong province, because the battles, bitter battles and violent battles have happened there between the IFP and the ANC contesting political power. The ANC is a newcomer to ruling that province. It is only when Jacob Zuma took power that the ANC gained the upper hand in KZN, and they've been losing it since he left power. So it's a terrible situation that they are in there.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, do you reckon in the build-up to next year's election, things are only going to get more tense, and that the potential for this kind of violence is only going to increase?
It is going to increase. That is a province where violence, whether it comes in the form of izinkabi, amabutho, or any other form, is part and parcel of daily debate. If you are discussing something and you can't find your way, you pull out your gun or you beat up someone. It's part and parcel of the culture there. And it's been so since the early 80s. We've known Ongoye, people were slaughtered there. It's been going on for a very long time.
And the question, of course, is always, where does service delivery fit into the kind of violence we saw unfolding over the weekend? Sandile Swana, let me thank you for weighing in on this discussion. He's a political analyst as we continue to track the violent clashes that erupted in Escort in the KZN Midlands between the ANC and the IFP.